Hello everyone, I'm Nikki Novak, and welcome to Fandango's Big Ticket Now, bringing you what's hot, what's new, and what's next in the world of movies. Kicking things off with what's hot this week is the new action drama film Javara Part 1. This epic action saga from India is set in the 1980s and 90s. The film stars N.T. Rama Rao Jr., who also starred in the 2022 hit Indian film RRR, an epic period pick that cost a lot, made a lot, and was a huge hit with critics and fans on Rotten Tomatoes. And partly because of that, this one is a pretty big deal considering it has already hit $1 million in pre-sale tickets, which is the fastest for any Indian film ever. On to what's new this week, and that is the action comedy film Wolves, starring two up-and-comers, George Clooney and Brad Pitt, as two professional fixers who like to work alone but are accidentally hired for the same gig. It was written and directed by Jon Watts, perhaps best known for directing the MCU films Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Spider-Man No Way Home. The film premiered at the Venice Film Festival at the beginning of September and is fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. George Clooney and Brad Pitt previously starred together in the Ocean's trilogy and appeared in one scene together in 2008's Burn After Reading. If you know, you know. Apple, who produced the film and will be releasing it on Apple TV Plus, confirmed a sequel is already in the works with Watts, Pitt, and Clooney returning. This one is only in theaters for 1 week, so be sure you don't miss it. Also new this week, and our big ticket movie of the week, is Transformers 1. It's the franchise's first theatrical animated release since 1986 and depicts the origins and early relationship of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Plus, it has an excellent voice cast to go along with it. This ensemble voice cast includes Chris Hemsworth, which marks his first appearance in an animated movie. Usually we like to look at him, let's be frank. Joining him are Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, Steve Buscemi, Lawrence Fishburne, and John Hamm. It was directed by Josh Cooley, best known for directing Toy Story 4, which won an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Cooley also co-wrote the screenplay for Inside Out, which was Oscar-nominated for Best Original Screenplay. People are already saying that hands down, this is one of their favorite Transformers movies, but what do you think? What is your favorite Transformers film? Join the conversation at Fandango.com. Talking to this voice cast and seeing their faces to boot was pretty fun, and we have video proof.
There's a little sort of yin and yang, isn't there? And that where they start and finish is kind of opposite. Orion Pax, he's incredibly sort of anti-establishment and reckless and
just like out there,
chaotic.
In the streets, as the youth would say. Orion Pax is
in these streets.
And D16 very much wants that and sees that, and he brings that out of him. There's challenges that Orion will bring to D, and like D will be like, I don't think that's cool, but if you're gonna go, I'll go, you know, and I think that that's the linchpin of a good friendship.
You can find the full interview at Fandango.com, where you can also purchase tickets to Transformers 1. Finally, this is what's next. We've got a terrifying slate of horror movies for you coming from now until the end of the year. In theaters, Friday, September 20th is the body horror film The Substance, starring Demi Moore. Another one in theaters on September 20th is the survival horror film Never Let Go, starring Halle Berry and directed by horror pro Alexandra Aja. September 20th is also giving us the psychological thriller A Different Man, starring Sebastian Stan. It premiered at Sundance in January and is already fresh on the tomato meter. Arriving in theaters on October 11th is the slasher film Terrifier 3, once again centered around the creepy character Art the Clown, only this time with a Christmas Eve setting. If you like horror, then I guess Christmas came early. And finally in theaters on October 18th is the sequel film Smile 2, this time starring Naomi Scott as a pop star who experiences terrifying events before going on tour. How's that for a horror movie preview? Well, that's all for this week's Big Ticket Now, and don't forget you can get your tickets for these movies on Fandango.com or on the Fandango app, and don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Fandango. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the movies.